We want to start, though, with this news. President Biden taking executive action this afternoon that will restrict asylum processing along the U.S.-Mexico border. The action will allow officials to turn away migrants that enter the U.S. illegally without hearing their asylum claims. It's the administration's most aggressive move yet to curb illegal crossings. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez is in El Paso, Texas. So, Camilo, walk us through the details of the executive action and why the Biden administration is doing this now.
Hi, Lindsay. This will be the most restrictive immigration policy here at the U.S.-Mexico border ever implemented by a Democratic administration and a Democratic president. President Biden is set to sign an executive action that will allow U.S. immigration officials here to quickly reject and deport migrants without processing their asylum claims. And this will be triggered when illegal crossings soar to a certain threshold. That threshold, we are told, is 2,500 illegal crossings per day. Importantly, asylum processing, Lindsay, will continue at official ports of entry, but people who cross the border illegally, either through the Rio Grande in Texas or the desert in New Mexico, Arizona, and California, will be subject to this new asylum crackdown and could be deported to their home countries or Mexico within days or even hours, officials tell us. In terms of why now, Lindsay, well, as you know, immigration has quickly become a top political issue during this campaign cycle, with many American voters citing it as a top concern going into President Biden's re-election. And I also think it is responsive to the reality on the ground here. Over the past 3 years, border officials have reported unprecedented levels of migration, including over 2 million migrant apprehensions in each of the past 2 fiscal years.
Now, the issues of border security and immigration have been major talking points for politicians on both sides, but especially lately for Republicans and Donald Trump. How is this order being received both politically and realistically with the people you're speaking to who will be impacted?
Well, some leaders in border communities are welcoming this news. Lindsay, they're saying that the situation here, the humanitarian crisis at the border, is unsustainable, including for many towns like El Paso, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, and others across the U.S.-Mexico border. Some of them are saying that this is an order that will benefit border communities, but many advocates for migrants say that this will undermine U.S. asylum law and commitments that the U.S. has made, Lindsay, to people fleeing persecution. Right now, U.S. asylum law allows migrants to request asylum even if they enter the country illegally. This order will upend that, and that is causing some criticism from progressive Democrats and advocates for asylum seekers. But you're also seeing some moderate Democrats support this move because, again, they know that this is a tricky political issue for Democrats heading into President Biden's re-election. Meanwhile, Republican lawmakers, Lindsay, who have been criticizing the administration on this issue for 3 years now, are saying that this is too little, too late, that President Biden should have taken this action earlier on in his presidency.
Okay, Camilo, on a windy day in El Paso, thank you.